And we begin tonight with a showdown between Texas legislators and an escalation in words and threats. Neither side is pulling any punches at this point. I'm Chris Lawrence.
And I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. Texas Democrats are trying to block a voting bill, and Republicans are fighting back. Now the conflict has caught the nation's attention, including that of President Biden.
The Democrats walked out of the special session, and more than 50 of them flew to Washington, D.C. They've been there for more than a day, pleading with Congress to end this fight by passing a national voting rights law. Senior political reporter Jason Whiteley is live in Washington. Democrats had a big day, but what's in store tomorrow?
Chris, right now here in the 10 o'clock hour, Texas Democrats are inside this hotel here just north of the White House in D.C. They're really plotting their schedule tomorrow, really hoping to meet with at least two very influential U.S. senators, Joe Manchin from West Virginia, Kyrsten Sinema from Arizona. The support they get from both of them, if they get any support, could really change everything. But Chris, as you mentioned, topping Tuesday is really going to be challenging to do. For Texas Democrats, their first full day in D.C. couldn't have gone much better. Vice President Kamala Harris carved out time in her schedule to hold a roundtable with the exiled politicians.
And so I'm here to thank you and to have a conversation with you.
Hours earlier, Texas Democrats sat down with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer at the Capitol, trying to convince them both to pass federal legislation to make voting easier and override state laws like the one Texas is considering that would enact more regulations.
What they have told us is that this is a priority for them. They know the urgency of this issue, what it means for Texas, and what we are hearing is their commitment to pushing this legislation through.
But it won't go through until Senate Democrats unanimously decide to eliminate the filibuster, letting legislation pass on a simple majority vote.
Nobody has a crystal ball here, but I can tell you if they told us thanks for coming, you're doing a good thing, go home, that's not what happens. What's happening is they're telling us you're making an impact, you're moving the needle, keep up the pressure, keep up the fight, do your work.
In Austin, a third of the seats sat empty in the House chamber on Tuesday. The Democrats in D.C. prevented a quorum at the state capitol, again denying Republicans the chance to change how Texans vote.
We denounce that decision to flee the state and to avoid voting on critical legislation that Texans desperately need and care about.
A second special session is almost inevitable. The only question is what Democrats gain until then. A lot of people are talking about these arrest warrants that have been issued for the Texas Democrats in D.C. Let's offer a little clarification on them. The Democrats here in D.C. have not committed a crime. There's no law that has been broken. This is really standard operating procedure. So when a quorum is not present in the House, the Speaker of the House can send for those missing members, have them located and returned to the House. And all of this is spelled out very clearly in the House rules. And these are House rules that both the Republicans and the Democrats passed unanimously back in January. Cynthia, back to you.
All right, Jason, this special session ends August 7th. We'll see what happens from here until then. Thanks, Jason. And late tonight, Governor Abbott posted a message on Twitter to the Democrats in D.C.
President Biden and the Democrats must stop the misinformation. Texas is very simply making it easier to vote and harder to cheat.
The Republican-controlled state Senate passed a version of their voting bill today. Governor Abbott has said he will keep calling special sessions until the Democrats return and the House can get to work.